Hey, you guys! I had to hurry and go live because my son was messing around with the camera. So I was like, if I knew if I went live, then he'd start walking out. Okay, so anyway, today, you guys, you already saw we're gonna make. Hopefully, we're gonna make a bunch of earrings, but first we gotta put all the pieces and parts together. So I got my trusty tacky glue. I'm Garlinda Price, for those of you I've not had the pleasure to meet. And I own Fusion Properties LLC, from the capital to the coast, your realtor for life. I am the CEO of Glowhead.biz. Shout out to my business partner, COO, Prophetess Rashida Potts. We have an incredible hairline of products. We have 19 products in our hair care line, maybe 20, but that's at Glowhead.biz. And then I'm also the CEO of Launch It 30 Days to Greatness, Six-Figure Success with Biblical Principles. I coach women in the kingdom of God to hit their first six figures and to launch and or relaunch their businesses to get to financial success. So super excited about all those things. And I'm the mom to Caleb and Miriam. And we have a puppy. So Caleb's 21, Miriam's 17. Our dog is, how old is Bolt? He's 8. And then I'm married to the love of my lamb chop life. So Pastor Marvin Price Jr., I lovingly call him Lammy. And we have been married for 25 years, together for 33 or 34 years. I'm starting to lose track a little bit. But he's loved my life. So let's get started. You're gonna need your tacky glue and your tacky glue, and I'm going to turn the camera around. You're going to need a whole bunch of different wooden pieces. And so what I'm going to do first is, because I wanted to make a multiple number of earrings, I said let's put everything together, glue all the parts, drill all the holes, and then we'll start painting, because they'll almost be ready. If I plan it out in advance, I feel I can get more done. Let's see if that strategy works, okay? Stay with me. So I know that everything is facing me. That's just so I can glue it, but I will turn the camera around so you can see it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these first. And what I want to do is I just want to glue the bases down. So that way, once I paint it, I don't have to worry about the paint touching, like the paint messing up the glue or having to redo anything. So I just want to see if this strategy of making multiple earrings will go a little bit faster by pre-doing everything. So this glue is like my favorite new glue. I think if you watched my last video, you probably heard me say that. Y'all will hear my son in the kitchen making, so I'm planning in my mind as I'm going. That's why I'm trying to decide which ones I'm gonna go with first. So, but again, I'll turn the camera around so you can see. Okay, so I did some of them off camera because it was just easier, and plus I was getting my thoughts together around it. So everybody's glued down, and now we're just waiting for them to dry. They take a couple of hours to dry. It didn't take long at all, but what I do is just give it time to make sure, you know, that it is dry, and then also make sure you're matching them up. So even though those aren't sitting side by side because I wanted to move them away from the glue, they're matched up. And what I love is that it's giving a 2D effect. And so I saw where someone had used these cubes, and I have so many of them, so I like that idea. So I was like, let's just go see what we can make with them. And I glued all these triangles together, so they're going to be one like big earring that hangs that way. So they're going to be really, really pretty. And of course, I'm probably going to need like a fine tip paintbrush to probably paint with around like the circles. Where are they? Like in here, around the circle in there. But just to give you an idea of what they all look like. Thank you again for the wax paper idea, because they're even not sticking with the glue, so that's a blessing. So super cute. Some of these are going to be clip-on, some are going to be post-back, some are going to be like French ear wire hangers. I love that these already have the holes, so I'm going to have to drill those. These are going to be cute. They remind me of like a yield sign or something. They're still stuck a little bit. Let's see. So I'm also going to use like a little emery board just to smooth out the backs or where any dried glue might be once they dry. So super cutesies. These are going to be really cute. So I like those. So anyway, just giving you an idea of what everybody looks like with their pieces glued down. Those are still really wet, so I'm not going to pick those up. But I love how they turned out. I don't have any idea about the colors yet, but I am thinking about browns, dark greens, burgundies, just like maybe some more fall, winter type colors. I'm going to look and see what the color, Pantone colors for late 2023, 2024 look like, and then we'll make decisions based on that, and I'll share that with you as well. Hey you guys, so I actually found a new setting on my phone that will make things brighter. I'm like, I know y'all like whatever. But how cool is that? Okay, so we're gonna start out painting one pair at a time, and look how cutesies these are. I didn't go ahead and drill the holes because I was like, I'm not sure which ones yet are gonna be what. So I was like, let's go ahead and just paint them, and then we'll figure it all out from there, okay? So for now, I am gonna do the boxes first. So that way I don't have to think about, like once the base is done down here, this flat part, I don't have to worry about getting paint on it by accident.
Look good.
And I'm not picking any particular color as I'm doing this. I'm just being kind of random with the paint colors. I'm thinking along the lines of color blocking for this particular, what's the word I'm looking for? Series, for this series of earrings. And I'm excited because this is probably the most I've ever made at one time, the most earrings I've ever like put together, prepped, and said, okay, let's make multiples. I really wanted to do 20 pairs, but I didn't. But that's my goal. Next time I do a series. Because that way, for those of you that have a business, and you already know this, but the more you can have ready, Like, because every time I have a sale, that means I have fewer and fewer earrings. And if I only made 1 or 2 pair at a time, then whenever I go to have a sale, people are only seeing 1 or 2 new pairs of earrings. What fun is that? Okay, so I've already gotten a couple of others done. Well, one other one done. And I'm just going through doing like the bases. Okay, y'all, so now I'm gonna try to paint the ring. Here I'm just continuing to go through and paint the bases, and I'm letting each side dry. You'll see where I kind of got a little bit of paint on the yellow dots, so it's really important to let them dry between coats, which I'm doing. And you'll see me continue finishing up, like adding additional color in part 2 of the video. So enjoy part 1, and I'll be back for part 2 later on. Here, I'm just retouching the brown cube, and look how great everything is turning out. These are going to be really unique. I hope you'll take the time to make some as well. They're going to make a really great addition to the earrings that we're selling, and I really enjoyed making them. They were much easier than I thought. I was really impressed with the 2D like look of them all. I think they are going to be fabulous. I'm probably not going to try to add a glaze to the pieces that sit raised up. I'm just going to add probably gloss to the flatter pieces, so that way it'll just be easier. Here I am just fixing a nick that I had gotten on the earring on the little pink part, but take a look at them. I think they're going to be incredibly gorgeous. Now just let them dry. I have about 5 more pair I think I have to paint, and we'll be back for part 2.